How to make an offer on a home. Hello, I'm Leanna Martins and I serve the awesome community of Edmonton. I'd like to welcome you to episode 7 of Leanna TV. Today we're going to talk about how you can make an offer and have it accepted as a buyer in today's competitive market. Here is the hard truth. Effective negotiations are not about getting one over on the other party. The most effective negotiations are when two parties come together and find mutually agreeable ground. Remember, it's the market that determines the value of the property, not the buyer and not the seller. So here's 3 things to consider: your first negotiation or your 10th. First, price right. So what I mean by that, and I say the exact same thing to my sellers, is look at the actual data that you have. So your realtor that's representing you is going to pull comparables. One of the biggest mistakes that I see a buyer make is thinking that it's the seller's job to absorb their personal preferences, perhaps changing a countertop. They believe that they should deduct that off the price of the home. If other homes that are comparable have sold for that price, that is what the market value is. And don't lowball your seller. So when you lowball a seller, what happens most times is you simply offend them. If you end up on the buy side of an offended seller, you lose all your leverage because they will reject your offer, or especially in this market, they will counter at list or very close to it. Have your realtor send you the comparables. Then you're gonna actually see what comparable homes have sold for and submit a reasonable offer based on that. When you submit a reasonable offer, you are going to be far more likely to have the seller be willing to decrease their price closer to where you want to be. Second consideration, buyer's conditions. And buyer's conditions are designed to protect the buyer, not the seller. Buyer's conditions are, some examples are, subject to sale. So if I'm working with a buyer that needs the cash from their home in order to purchase another home, that's a buyer's condition. Another is securing financing. Another is an inspection. All of these things could potentially have a negative effect on the seller that you are submitting the offer for. If you're in an extremely competitive environment, which most people are, what is happening pretty frequently is buyers may be dropping some of those protections or conditions in place. You'll want to consider that carefully when you move forward, because you want to aim to strike a balance between your security as a buyer and the appeal of the offer to the seller. Number 3, submitting a clean and simple contract. I have seen many offers declined by a seller due to unnecessary complication. So if the price for you is the most important, focus there. If the possession is most important to you, focus there. If painting and cleaning is most important to you, focus there. Don't muddy the waters and create unnecessary confusion by including all of these at once, because it's going to significantly weaken your bargaining position and you lose leverage. So if you want to win, keep things clear and easy and make the decision simple for your seller to make. Add the extras after. It can be done every time. So that's it for today. I hope it was helpful. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 7 of Leanna TV. Now, don't forget to share, to like, and subscribe. And remember, click that little notification bell so you don't miss episode 8 of Leanna TV, which is 4 ways to spot the best fixer upper.